Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Theta and TFuel. Obviously, they kind of work in unison when they talk about their video delivery powered by you, and Theta and TFuel are obviously going to be two big potential gems that are going to increase quite substantially jumping into later in 2021. We do have that mainnet 3.0 release coming, obviously staking and TFuel uptime mining. Just so much potential behind TFuel and Theta, and they've been making a lot of big announcements recently as well. So we're going to jump into that in just a second, but I do want to talk a little bit about these prices because we're seeing Theta at 11.40 and Theta Fuel at 32 cents, which are massive price dips and good entry points for people to jump in. So we do see the market cap right now is not at a very large amount. We're seeing 11.4 billion. The volume in the last 24 hours being only a 592.6 million, and that circulating supply being 1 billion Theta. If we take a look at the TFuel now, we see a 1.7 billion market cap. The volume in the last 24 hours being at 39.9 million, and then we see the circulating supply being that 5.3 billion TFuel. So we're going to give you guys price predictions on April, May, and 2021. But before we do so, I do want to talk a little bit about Theta and TFuel and talk about what's coming and what has come and why we're seeing these prices. Obviously, with the most recent market crash, we saw these prices tank pretty substantially. So we saw it actually go down, I believe, to about 928, April 17th, 11:30 p.m. So if you're able to snag a bag at that price, you're already gaining amazing profits. And I could have told anybody, if you could get under $10 Theta again, you want to take advantage of that. Do remember, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, so always do your own research before investing. But, Theta's looking really good. If we see in the last week, obviously a 6.79% decrease. A lot of people are still complaining because we see the price in that 11s. Well, I did tell you guys we would at least see the 12s again, and I did get kind of hated on for that. So let's go down here. We see 18 upvotes on this. It's not going to dip down to $12 again, man. Sorry. It was already consolidating around our $12 for almost a month. It's prime for the next leg up. Well, maybe that's true, but guess what? There's always going to be market crashes. There's always going to be market dips. There's always going to be coins specifically that dip, and I knew that Theta would be one of them. Unfortunately, hopefully he didn't buy everything at that $15, $14 Theta price. As I tried to tell you guys, you can buy at a good entry point here in the next couple days or weeks, so make sure to be patient with Theta. So Theta, you guys have to realize as well, if we go to their website, you can see ThetaToken.org. Their mainnet isn't released for 72 days, 6 hours, 35 minutes. You have quite a bit of time before the big, massive amount of people jump into Theta and TFuel. And because of that, you have a little bit of time to wait for something like this, like a dip. Right now, you are seeing a good entry point. I won't say that we're going to see $10 again. I think 11.40 is going to be a very, very good price point. And if you want to jump in at 11.40, you're looking at, like I said, a very good entry point. And same with TFuel, 32 cents, fairly good entry point as well. We continue to see a lot of people investing in Theta and TFuel because obviously when this Theta mainnet 3.0 comes, introducing TFuel staking uptime mining, people are going to be jumping in on that right away. And you have to have a certain amount of TFuel as well as Theta to actually participate in that staking. So we're seeing a lot of people jump in right now. So what is Theta, you may ask? If you guys don't know what Theta is, we're going to do a brief overview and then jump into those price predictions for April, May, and 2021. So it's next generation video delivery powered by you. Recently they did have a third U.S. patent for methods and systems for peer discovery in a decentralized data streaming and delivery network. They also did the World Poker Tour NFTs, and they have a bunch of other things coming in the works, I believe. So if we continue to go down, we can actually learn more. They have enterprise validator nodes with Google, Sunny, Samsung, Binance, Blockchain, and Gumi. Obviously, big names there. If you go down even a little bit more, you can see that April 13th they had the U.S. patent, and then April 8th they had the World Poker Tour launch world's first real-time NFT marketplace, and just some good articles here if you guys want to take a look at their past and what they've been working on. So they have the problem here, live video streaming of today. I always talk about how I love this. They talk about the problem and the solution. So poor quality, skyrocketing data needs, centralized and inefficient system. Here they talk about decentralized peer-to-peer video delivery, a new native blockchain powered by users. If you guys want to understand how TFuel is really related to Theta, the Theta network altogether, this is a great graph to really show you where Theta Fuel comes into play. So viewers can earn rewards as Theta Fuel, higher quality, smoother video streaming, reduced cost of delivering video streams as well. So it's a very, very cool concept of, the solution I believe will actually help with that problem. As we continue down, we do see an open source platform talking about esports, VR content, broadcasting, entertainment, music, movies, and media, as well as distance learning, enterprise conferencing, and peer-to-peer streaming, talking about that open source network and protocol, centralized DApps, or you also have that multiple content verticals from esports, music, TV, movies to distance learning, peer-to-peer live streaming, power the next generation of entertainment, they say. So yeah, I do believe this is going to have a massive, massive impact on really the streaming industry as a whole. I think a lot of people are going to be jumping in on this, and because of that, we're going to see Theta and TFuel begin to rise. I think Twitch.tv doesn't really have enough good or high quality competitors. You do have things like DLive, which is fairly small yet. We still have things like YouTube, but YouTube already dominates a whole different kind of industry. Obviously different, but the same at the same time. I think that this could do very well. I'm excited to see where the Theta Delivery Network really comes into play. They can obviously help a lot of different people with what they're trying to accomplish. So let's give it a quick refresh on this Theta and TFuel prices. We see an 11.32 right now and a 32 cents still. TFuel I think is going to be more of a bit of a stabilization than Theta. Theta moves a lot quicker. Unfortunately, that is because a lot of people are investing in Theta TFuel at this moment. I think a lot more people are going to start investing, and they understand that TFuel is the one that you would invest in for a higher risk, higher reward, and a lot of people understand that and are jumping straight into it. But obviously, some of those long-term investors that just want a good return are investing in the solid Theta that they can pretty much guarantee returns at a solid rate. So we do see an 11.32 Theta, and because of that, we are going to have good prices coming very, very soon because, a lot of people are going to jump on this price. I think that's an entry point that a lot of people can't pass up, and because of that, by the end of April alone, I think Theta will easily make its way closer to $14 to $15 again. We did see just this month making our way close to $15.90, almost a $16 Theta. We have to realize that's coming again. That's may not come in April. I do want to say I don't think Theta will actually reach that price point in April again. I think we are going to see it right around $15 as an all-time high, about $14.50, $14.75 as a stable spot. Do remember, guys, I am trying to keep these price predictions as realistic as possible. So, I'm going to be honest with you guys and say exactly where I think these prices are really going to end up being. By the end of May, I think Theta could easily make its way closer and closer to about $25, $30. $30 being that all-time high, $25 to $27 being a good stable spot in the market. I think as we continue on, we're going to see massive increases, like I said, in May and June because obviously that mainnet coming. And because of that, by the end of the year, we're going to continue to see Theta increase. When people are jumping in on that staking, we're going to have a lot of money tied up into Theta and TFuel. And because of that, like I said, you're going to see massive increases. I think Theta, with what they're trying to do as well, their vision, the projects and updates coming to Theta and TFuel as a whole, we're going to see Theta make its way closer and closer to that $85, $80 range. So I'd say 85 being that all-time high right around there, and then $80 being a good stable spot for Theta. I do think we will continue to see, like I said, a lot of growth in Theta and TFuel. If we jump over to TFuel now, we do see it right around that 32 cent range. Again, pretty decent price range to jump in if you're looking to buy some TFuel. It's not a bad entry point. We did see it, 34, 35 cents April 19th, and I think we're going to continue to see some growth. We could always see this 55 cent come back or 56.5 cent come back, I guess, March 23rd. I do think TFuel won't make its way all the way there this month. I think by the end of April, we're going to see it right around that 50 cent range. I think about an all-time high about 50 cents and a stabilization around 45. Do remember, guys, this stuff could change very quickly. Obviously, with this most recent market crash, we're seeing a very massive decrease. Therefore, it's going to have a lot of room to gain back or a lot of ground to gain back. And because of that, our prices are going to be a little lower on this month. However, next month, they're going to make up for it. And this whole year altogether, we're going to have about the same price predictions I've been saying. In my opinion, by the end of May, we're going to see TFuel make its way closer to that dollar. We're going to be right around 85 to 90 cents, stabilizing about 85 cents, and maybe hitting that 90 cents price target for a good amount there. I think TFuel has its opportunity really to reach that 90 cents as an all-time high in May, so we'll continue to watch that as well. Going into the end of 2021, I think the Theta TFuel could easily be right around that $2 to $4 mark. I would say right around $3.50 probably for an all-time high and $3 for a stable spot in the market. We'll continue to watch TFuel and Theta. Like I said, always on this channel, we do a lot of updates on specific coins. So if you guys like any of these coins, Theta, TFuel, VeChain, Kami, Engine, Veracity. There's so many different coins we talk about. I couldn't hit them all, but BitTorrent, all of these big coins. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, like the video. I really do appreciate it. I think TFuel and Theta are both going to be huge. We talk about it on this channel, like I said, a very good amount because of that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure, like I said, always to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn notifications on, like the video, comment, and let me know if you guys agree or disagree with my price predictions on TFuel and Theta. I really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys all in the next one.